In modern production environments, an LLM's primary bottleneck is no longer model accuracy. The critical failure points are now hardware utilization and memory management. Early on, running naive PyTorch execution loops essentially stranded compute capacity, leaving up to 60. It demands a ground-up redesign of siliclar memory allocation at the individual token level. During autoregressive generation, the system has to store key and value vectors for every generated token. This sequence cache is the primary consumer of video random access memory. This equation dictates the byte size of the key value cache, 2 multiplied by layers, attention heads, head dimension, sequence length, and batch size. For a 70 billion parameter model serving 8 users at a 32K context window, this resolves to an 85 gigabyte memory footprint. That 85 gigabytes represents the sequence cache alone. It exceeds the total physical capacity of a standard enterprise accelerator before we even attempt to load the actual neural network weights. Traditional static batching paralyzes this highly constrained environment. If a batch contains one long request and several short ones, the hardware slots allocated to the shorter requests remain locked and idle while they wait for the longest sequence to finish. Frameworks like text generation inference solved this by introducing continuous batching, also known as iteration-level scheduling. Under continuous batching, the scheduler evaluates the queue at every single decoding step. The instant a short request emits an end-of-sequence token, it is evicted, and the system immediately injects a newly queued request into that freed memory. By interweaving prefill computation with ongoing decode generation, this scheduling method pushes overall hardware utilization past 85%. Even with continuous batching, early serving architectures suffered from internal memory fragmentation. They pre-allocated contiguous memory blocks based on a request's maximum potential context length, hoarding space even if the generation finished quickly. VLLM emerged as the default deployment engine for general-purpose inference by tackling this exact issue through its foundational algorithm, paged attention. Paged attention applies virtual memory methodologies directly to the hardware accelerator, breaking the cache into small, non-contiguous physical blocks. Memory is allocated dynamically, strictly on a token-by-token basis. When a request terminates, its assigned blocks instantly return to the global pool. The framework also integrates native Triton kernels to enable asynchronous scheduling. The central processor prepares the matrix schedule for the next batch, while the graphical processor autonomously executes the current one. This architecture essentially eliminates dispatch latency and reduces memory waste to under 12%. By packing significantly more concurrent sequences into a single batch, VLLM maximizes dynamic throughput. This line graph shows output throughput benchmarks across the 3 frameworks. While VLLM is agile, the data proves it is not the fastest at maximum concurrency. At 100 concurrent requests, the compiled engine pulls ahead, hitting a peak of nearly 2,780 tokens per second. That absolute peak performance definitively belongs to TensorRT LLM. This framework abandons dynamic layer execution entirely in favor of extreme ahead-of-time hardware optimization. During its compilation phase, the framework reads the model weights and sequence limits and the exact specifications of the host hardware to generate a static precompiled kernel graph. This precompiled engine explicitly exploits hardware-native data types, leveraging 4-bit floating-point tensor core support on modern Blackwell architectures to drastically reduce the model's memory footprint. Unlike the agility of VLLM, this approach demands significant pre-processing time and requires model repositories to be explicitly structured to link the configuration protocols. By sacrificing rapid deployment flexibility, these compiled execution graphs bypass runtime orchestration overhead entirely. For static enterprise workloads, this delivers the absolute highest sustained token yield possible. Throughput dictates total capacity, but for interactive applications, the critical metric is time to first token latency. This bar chart shows median latency times, revealing a massive benchmarking anomaly. Under a heavy 50 request load, utilizing shared tool definitions, the radix tree engine's latency collapses to just 41 milliseconds. That anomaly is SG-lang, powered by an architectural differentiator called radix attention, which bypasses the computationally expensive prefill phase. Rather than merely paging memory, the engine constructs a radix tree to store attention activations, keyed by exact token sequences. When an incoming request shares a prefix with an existing cached entry, the engine initiates generation directly from the branching point. The strict constraint is that the shared system prompt must remain a perfectly consistent byte sequence. A single divergent space or new line invalidates the tree path, triggering a full cache miss. For multi-turn conversations or agentic loops that rely on massive static prompts, this byte-identical prefix sharing routinely achieves 95% cache hit rates, neutralizing the standard prefill penalty. Deploying open-source models through raw infrastructure carries heavy operational overhead. Furthermore, once an endpoint is provisioned, its underlying inference engine is immutable. Transitioning a production workload to a newer dynamic memory engine requires a blue-green migration strategy, constructing a parallel inference instance bound to the same weights, routing traffic over, and deprecating the old hardware without service interruption. This decision matrix table outlines the modern deployment strategy. VLLM is the choice for dynamic endpoints and rapid prototyping. TensorRT LLM is required for static, maximum scale enterprise throughput, and SGLing is essential for agentic loops and multi-turn chat architectures. Operators must actively monitor real-time metrics. A rising queue coupled with high cache utilization indicates a memory bottleneck, requiring lower precision quantization. If the queue is rising but cache utilization is low, the deployment is compute-bound, demanding horizontal scaling. Orchestrating these massive models at scale grounds these software architectures in physical reality. Expanding parameters beyond a single accelerator requires massive hardware topologies, least connections load balancing, and ultra-high bandwidth interconnects. As massive mixture of experts architectures expand, these modern inference engines will continually integrate even deeper into the physical silicon layer. Proficiency with these execution frameworks is the foundational engineering requirement for sustaining the economic viability of next-generation artificial intelligence.